FAQs about the April snow camellia, a personal perspective. As someone who has spent years cultivating and appreciating the beauty of the April snow camellia, I've come across a myriad of questions from fellow gardening enthusiasts. This camellia is one of my favorite plants, and its pure white blossoms have a timeless elegance that I find mesmerizing. Below, I'll answer some of the most common questions about this stunning shrub. What is the April snow camellia? The April snow camellia, or Camellia japonica April snow, is a variety of camellia known for its striking white flowers that bloom in early spring. The blossoms are semi-double, with a touch of yellow in the center, which contrasts beautifully against the dark green, glossy foliage. This camellia is an excellent choice for adding a touch of elegance to any garden, whether used as a focal point or as part of a larger landscape. How to care for the April snow camellia. Caring for the April snow camellia requires attention to a few key aspects. Light. This shrub thrives in partial shade. While it can tolerate some morning sun, it's best to avoid harsh afternoon rays, which can scorch the leaves. Soil. The April snow camellia plant prefers well-drained, acidic soil rich in organic matter. I often mix peat moss and pine bark into the soil to maintain the ideal pH and texture. Watering. Regular watering is crucial, especially during the first few years after planting. I've found that keeping the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged, helps the plant establish strong roots. Mulching. A layer of mulch around the base helps retain moisture and keep the roots cool, which is particularly beneficial during the hot summer months. Fertilizing. I recommend feeding the plant with an acid-based fertilizer in early spring and again in midsummer. This promotes healthy growth and abundant blooms. How to propagate the April snow camellia. Propagating the Camellia April snow can be done through several methods, but I prefer using semi-hardwood cuttings, which I find to be the most reliable. Cutting. In midsummer, I take a 4 to 6 inch cutting from a healthy branch, ensuring it has a few sets of leaves. Preparation. I remove the lower leaves and dip the cut end in rooting hormone before planting it in a pot filled with a mix of peat moss and perlite. Rooting. The cutting is then placed in a warm, humid environment with indirect light. Keeping the soil moist but not soggy is key. I cover the pot with a plastic bag to maintain humidity, which accelerates the rooting process. Transplanting. After a few months, once the roots are well developed, I transplant the new April snow camellia plant into the garden or a larger container. What is the April snow camellia growth rate? The April snow camellia growth rate is moderate, meaning it won't take over your garden overnight, but with proper care, it will gradually reach its full size. In my experience, the shrub grows about 6 to 12 inches per year. Over time, this plant can achieve a height of 6 to 8 feet and a spread of 4 to 6 feet, making it an ideal size for both large gardens and more intimate spaces. What to plant with the April snow camellia? When choosing companion plants for the April snow camellia shrub, I look for species that thrive in similar conditions. Some great options include azaleas. These share the camellia's love for acidic soil and partial shade, and their colorful blooms complement the white flowers of the April snow camellia. Ferns. Their delicate fronds add texture and contrast to the camellia's glossy leaves. Hostas. The lush, broad leaves of hostas provide a beautiful backdrop for the camellia's blossoms, creating a layered, lush look in the garden. Rhododendrons. Like azaleas, rhododendrons pair well with camellias, offering a similar color palette and care requirements. How to use April snow camellia in bouquets. The April snow camellia bouquet is a favorite of mine, especially for springtime events. The pristine white flowers are perfect for bridal bouquets, centerpieces, or any arrangement where you want to convey purity and elegance. When cutting blooms for bouquets, I always use a sharp, clean knife and cut the stems early in the morning when the flowers are freshest. What is the ideal size for April snow camellia? The April snow camellia size is perfect for a wide range of landscape uses. Whether as a standalone specimen, part of a mixed border, or even as a foundation plant near the house, its moderate size makes it versatile. I particularly enjoy using it as a backdrop for smaller, colorful perennials that bloom later in the season, ensuring a continuous display of interest in the garden. Conclusion. The April snow camellia is a plant that has brought me endless joy in my gardening journey. From its beautiful, pure white flowers to its ease of care, It's a shrub that I highly recommend to anyone looking to add a touch of elegance to their garden. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a beginner, the Camellia April Snow will reward you with its timeless beauty and graceful presence.